I am the living legend of hair loss, the true alpha male. You've been waiting for this moment, for my return, and now I have returned. Now, granted, if you're watching this video, if you are a good and moral person, then you've already watched me perform those two new original songs about me, about what's going on in here inside the brain, which is what actually matters, not what's growing on top of it. Though what's growing out of the face, now that could actually matter. But let's get to it. Let's talk about this. Let's sort this out. Let's just kind of assess where we are. You are going to be watching a few videos that were filmed before this night, the night that I recorded those two songs in my garage. So you're going to see some flashbacks. You're going to see the process here. But ultimately, I want to give you an idea of what you're looking at, because I'm going to be filming a few videos in my garage tonight now that I've done those songs, which for me was my reward. Is like I wanted to get those songs released so that then I could free up space to do my hair videos or beard videos or whatever you're watching for on these topics. What you see right now is a #1 guard buzz cut. I just did a fresh one a couple hours ago, and you see a 7-week beard. It's been 7 weeks. I did do, I shaved that, got the cheeks kind of cleaned up a little bit. It's about as good as my necklines ever looked. And I haven't put a whole lot of effort in the sideburns, but basically just when I use the Remington Shortcut Pro, I just kind of go from that point up. What's funny is, I'll be honest with you, I just got back from running 2 miles, and I noticed that when I got out of the shower, that I didn't do a perfect job. There's certain little spots I can tell, at least looking in the mirror, maybe you can't tell, but when you come back from running, you're still kind of moist from the sweat, and you're shaving, it can kind of be, it can be a little bit misleading as far as, oh, I missed a spot. And it's not until you get out of the shower and wash the hair, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, that was just sticking from the sweat. So there you go. We might even say, hey, Nick, this is the best you've ever looked. You're gonna like the way you look. Perhaps this is as good as it gets. A 7-week-old beard, a #1 guard buzz cut. Let's just do a little spin around, huh? Let's just do that. I realize that, yes, and I'm already going to predict what some people will say in the comments. Nick, looks pretty good, but you need to trim it up, Nick. You need to take some bulk out of here, take the cheek hair away, and then really, you can get more of a pointed look. But for me, I just don't want to do that. I don't feel like it. I think there's more fun, there's more rebellion in me just growing this big round beard. I like that better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Even when I shave the beard off, whenever that may be, I don't know that I have any intentions of ever really trying to keep a better looking beard. It's funny, this past weekend, we were driving by Great Clips, and it's like $6.99 haircuts. So my son needed a haircut, so I got him a haircut. And while I was there, I just asked one of the ladies there, I was like, just to be sure, and I asked her exactly where, to buzz the hair. That's because I knew I was gonna be doing it again today. And there was a guy there, and he's like, well, I could trim up your beard for you. And it would be like $5, right? But I was like, you know what? I really need to teach myself and ultimately teach my viewers, even though you shouldn't be watching my videos to learn how to do your beard unless you want to see a guy who's just having fun with it and experimenting with it. There's really nothing wrong with that either. Since when has this been a how-to channel? All right, this is you watching a normal guy just giving himself haircuts and growing his hair out long, and now, hey, I did something new. It's a character arc. I've never had a beard this long in my life, and let's see how awesome it looks with the buzz cut. Now let's talk about this. Why not the 0 guard buzz cut? Because when I originally did the buzz cut with the beard, which that would have been a few weeks ago now, I did the 0 guard buzz cut. For me, I wanted the dynamics of going from a full head of hair to just getting rid of it all, and I like that. I'm gonna say that for me personally, what I'm liking better though, I'm liking the stubble. I'm liking, and it doesn't perfectly disguise a hairline. I don't care about that. I say a beard this nice and thick and looks this good, that's going to be the main focus anyway. So I really want to I really want to downplay what's going on in my hair. Personally, for me, to have a strong beard, I don't like having hair with the beard. It makes me feel sloppy. It makes me feel like a caveman. It makes me feel like just leftover from the 1970s. I think, what a brilliant look. What a brilliant look. Get rid of this, grow a nice beard. And if your thing is zero, if that's what you want to do, or maybe you don't have enough hair to really do anything other than that, and maybe you feel more comfortable doing this, do the zero. Maybe you have a tighter hairline, and maybe you want to do number 2, and that looks fine. Have the number 2. For me personally, it's funny. It's not even a matter of doing what looks best. It's a matter of doing what you enjoy. Do what you enjoy doing the best. And for me personally, I'm very happy with the way that this has turned out. So there you go. Now, does that mean, oh, I've reached nirvana, so now I'm going to keep this look forever? Of course not, because I'm Nick Shell. I have a character arc. I'm keeping you interested all the time. What's he gonna do next? So eventually, yeah, I'll get rid of the beard. Right now, I'm still tolerating it. I will admit that week 7, look at this. I mean, we got the hair like curling over the lip situation. And this hair right here, I've got something just kind of growing straight into my nose. Not to mention, look at that white hair right there. So, and it's getting about time to do a new one because it's starting to pop out there. So it's like, well, and that's another thing. Is it worth continuing to grow the beard and having a diet? But man, it's kind of getting a little bit on my nerves. But now that it's getting fall and colder weather, I'm kind of liking, it was like I said, I ran 2 miles today. And I don't know, I guess it was in the lower 60s when I got home and ran. And I just loved it. It was like, okay, nice and clean up here and light, and that was nice. And then this kept me just warm enough for any bit of a chill. Oh, maybe I should have wore a sweatshirt. No, this was actually perfect. So can you really mess with perfection? Well, I'm going to not trim my beard and keep it like this, let it grow a little bit longer until I randomly decide, okay, I'm done now. So welcome back to the place. I think what I would like to do is adopt this formula more as the new norm, as far as create music, do maybe 2 songs at a time, release those, knowing that only 500 of you will actually watch those songs, and then, binge drop another little season here, of dozens of videos where I ramble on about beards and hair, stuff I don't actually care about. The thing I actually care about is those songs. That's actually me, and you can start to see a little bit of me when I'm interviewing other people as well. But that is the curse of the entertainer, the curse of the host, is that it's not about talking about what I want to talk about. It's about talking about what you're obsessed with. And you're not obsessed with my music. You like my music. You genuinely like it. But that's not bringing in the crowds. What's bringing in the crowds is being able to look at a guy who's fully confident in himself, whether or not he ever loses his hair. The kind of guy who, unlike many men who are obsessing over their hairlines and aren't actually balding, they're looking at a man who's brave enough to get rid of his hair because he feels like it, and grow a beard. I don't give myself excuses. Oh, I don't have the right head shape. Oh, I don't have the right skin tone. I've got so much gray going in here. Whatever. Just do the thing. Make that move that other people won't do. I mean, that's the whole point of this channel, really. And I'll have to make some more videos really pointing that out. The paradox of so many of you want to save your hair. You want to find the cure for hair loss. And that's the joke. The joke is I'm not trying to save you from that. I'm trying to say, hey, how can I not say the cliche, be a man and grow up? But that's ultimately what this channel is all about. And so I probably, in this batch of new videos, need to talk about that more, because as this subscribership grows, I gain a lot of people who are ultimately waiting for me to say something they want me to say, something they want to hear, and I'm not going to say it because that's not the point of this channel. The point of this channel is for you to become comfortable with how you look, no matter how you look, no matter what your DNA is. And then now that you got that out of the way, the thing that doesn't really matter, actually be someone who's cool and attractive despite your looks. Be someone people want to be around, because that's the secret of this channel. It's not that I'm giving anybody hair loss tips. It's that I'm a likable person. I'm good at communicating. I'm good at reading the room. So there's kind of a little reminder of probably this next binge season. I'm about to binge drop on you. Things I'll be talking about more often. But all I really care about is mentoring people and helping them to learn their identity. Hair has nothing to do with it. And then on the side, I just want to be able to have a stage to share some of my songs, things that actually mean something to me. Does this mean anything? Not to me. My songs do. That is actually my heart. But the curse of the entertainer is no one really wants to know what's in here. They just want to hear hope, often false hope. And I can't do the false hope thing. I can do the hope thing. I can help you transform what's inside, but not try to make you think that there's a cure for hair loss. That's another video. Your comments belong right here.